Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening tip. Let's take you to the floor for tonight's starting lineups.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Guaranteed Bank opening tip going to be controlled by the visiting Shelton State Bucks in their road black trimmed in white and green, and then it's taken away by the Indians, ICC. In their home white jerseys. Here in the nightcap, Lady Indians fell 70-58 after Shelton State was able to hit some free throws down the stretch to pull away late in that one to pick up the win in the first game of the evening. Indians for three. That one off the mark, no good, and the rebound pulled down by the Bucks. ICC comes in with a record of 6-4 on the season. Shelton comes to Fulton with an 8-2 record on the year. They are receiving votes in this week's poll, as there's going to be a jumper up and a good for Derek. The ironic thing about it is 4 teams that ICC have beat this season are also receiving votes, but ICC not receiving votes in the poll this past week or so far this season. Indians with it, but they turn it over. Now Shelton wanting to get out and run. Didn't have the number, so wisely backs it back out. Let's give you the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. at our next opportunities. There's a three-pointer up, in, and good. As Larkin that time put up the hush finger to the ICC student section. Is quickly 5-0 in favor of Shelton. Indians need a basket in a big way. Near turnover, but last touch by Shelton. For ICC, number 1, Davis. Number 2, Winston. Number 7 is Harper. Number 8 is Johnson. And 20 is Fox. That is your ICC starting lineup, being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination. Scoop shot is up, in, and good. That was Winston with the basket. Makes it a 5-2 contest now in favor of the Bucks. For the Bucks, it's 0, Derrick, 3, Hamlet, 5 is Anderson Wilkin, 7 is Larkin, and 21 is Hall. That is your starting 5. Brought to you by Coke. Little stutter step, wild shot put up, no good. Offensive rebound, lost the handle on it. Ball loose, and Shelton comes away with it. Three-pointer good. I told Raphael during warm-ups, if Shelton shoots half as good as they were in warm-ups, they're going to fill it up in a hurry. That's their second three-pointer of the night. First basket for Wilkin. And it's an 8-2 contest now in favor of Shelton. ICC with it. Winston with it, back up top to Davis. Davis wanting to drive inside, nothing there. Three-pointer on the other end for the Indians, left short, no good. Nice block out. Rebound cleared that time by the Bucks. Shelton wanting to run on the other end, and that's going to be a foul whistled on the Indians. ICC fans wanting a travel, but said the bump is what caused the travel there. So that foul's going to be on Davis, his first, team first. And it'll be Shelton ball on the baseline. Well, excuse me, they actually say the foul is on Winston. I thought it was on Davis, but they said Winston that time. Indians nearly take it away. Three-pointer from the corner. That one too long, no good, and Fox rips the rebound. Indians need a basket in a big way this trip, down trailing by 6. It's been all Bucks to start the contest. Davis, NBA range 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound being fought for and saved in bounds by the Bucks. One and done have been the Indians so far on each of their offensive possessions that they haven't been able to come away with a shot. Floater is up, in, and good. Impressive looking shot there by Larkin. He's got 5 to lead all scorers in the contest. And the lead now is out to 8, the largest of the night here for the Bucks. 10-2 is the score. Fox with the basketball beyond the three-point arch. Gets it up top now. This is Winston trying to work off a screen. Long two-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Nothing but black shirts in the paint to rip the rebound there. Now Shelton wanting to get out and run. Trying to push this out to a 10-point lead here with a made basket this trip down the floor. Indians need to come up with a stop defensively. 16 minutes to play in this one. That shot is up. A lot of contact, no foul call, and Fox will rip the rebound. So Winston's going to trot the ball into the front court here for the Indians. They trail this one 10-2 inside 16 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This is Davis with the basketball. Works it up top. Three-pointer on its way for the Indians. Yes! Harper buries the three-pointer. A big basket there. Makes it a 10-5 contest now. 15:40 to go here in the first half of play. Quickly working around the perimeter do the Bucks, but ICC moving nicely on defense. Into the baseline they go. Three-pointer on his way. Off the mark, no good. Fox with another rebound. So the Indians, pardon the pun with the rain outside, weathering the storm here early on. Now wants to slow things down and get a good possession this trip down the floor. They trail it 10-5. Fox with the basketball. They're not going to come out and extend the defense well beyond the free throw line as long as he's out that far. There's a jumper put up. It's bouncing around. No good. Rebound tipped, and the Indians find it. Three-pointer for the Indians. Up. Yes! Winston buries the three. He's got 5 to lead the way for ICC, and it's now a 2-point contest after ICC fell behind by 8. Shelton with the basketball now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Working into the corner. ICC in that man-to-man defense. Well, you got a mismatch of ages underneath right now with Winston guarding number 21 from Shelton, as that ball is going to be an air ball out of bounds. Winston standing at 6'2", a very generous 6'2". And you look at Hall standing at 6'11". As substitutions in the game here for ICC, that's going to be number 15, Parker, into the contest, along with number 6, Cooperwood. Those substitutions are being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, with locations serving you throughout the Southeast. Find out what's next by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Winston with the basketball, now wanting to drive baseline. Tried the skip pass, and it was bounced off the backboard, deflected off a Shelton player, and will stay with the Indians on the baseline. Okay, so Sam Ferris stepping out underneath. Appreciate that, Sam. Said it was, in fact, on Davis instead of Winston, as put on the board. As that basket knocked down that time by Parker, and we're tied at 10. Nice job by the Indians. We said fell behind 8. Momentum early in the favor of Shelton, but were able to weather the storm and battle back and tie this up here at 10, coming from 13:30 to play in the first half. Drive inside, loose ball taken away there by Winston. Nearly had his pocket pick, was able to get it back. So Winston with the basketball. ICC being a little bit more methodical on the offensive end. Working with purpose, if you will. Now drive inside. Davis kicks it out. Winston eyes, tries. Can't buy the 3, but the Indians get the offensive rebound. Pull up 2 on its way. Back iron, no. Rebound being tipped around, and that time Shelton able to come away with it. 10-10 is the score. 13 minutes to play here until halftime. Shelton with the basketball. Now works it back up top. 3-pointer on its way. That one left short, no good. Both these teams don't really get too deep in the shot clock as Winston goes down the other end. That shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped out. And now here comes Shelton on the other end wanting to run. Drive inside. He left the shot short, no good. Rebound fought for. Somehow the Indians come away with it, and there's going to be a reach-in foul on the Bucks. Well, strap in, folks. If this game stays at this pace, I'm going to have to go through a couple of Cokes this afternoon or this evening to stay energized with it. I believe that foul was called on the arrow. Jero, I apologize for saying that. I'm going to stick with the Jero on the call. That's going to be his first foul. Each team with 1 foul here in the first half. Davis with the basketball. Tries to work off the screen. Good switch. Now there's a 3 on the other end for the Indians. Holiday coming off a big game last week. 20-plus points in the Indians' last outing. Instant offense there, and ICC takes their first lead of the night at 13-10. That shot blocked and then saved in bounds, and it's going to be last touch by the Indians. Harper getting out and deflecting the basketball, and a timeout's taken on the floor. Timeout taken. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 12:05 to go here until halftime. ICC leading this one 13-10 over Shelton State, who threw the ball in, and really nobody saw the basketball going back there, was able to track back and get it. Long 2, knocked down and good that time by Pruitt. His first points of the contest. Lead is 1 now with ICC with the basketball inside 12 minutes to play until the break. Back and forth we go in this one. It's been high tempo, high-paced game. ICC kind of slowed it down a little bit to get in their rhythm offensively and been able to come back and battle back from an 8-point deficit to eventually take a 3-point lead. And then the Indians turn it over on the other end. Nice defense by the Bucks. to force him into an awkward situation, turn the basketball over. But then the Indians return the favor on the other end. ICC wanting to get out and run, drives inside, and the shot is up. And they're going to call that a foul on the Bucks. That one could have went either way. It looked like that time Holiday was kind of leaning in, initiating the contact. And I think that's kind of the argument, if you will, from Coach Eatman. As we do have a substitution coming in here, this will be Derek re-entering the contest. He's wearing number 0. That substitution being brought to you by Metro Ford in Tupelo. So ICC with the basketball, leading by 1. This is Harper with it. Drives by his defender, gets inside, and he is going to be fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Harper to the free throw line. He's got 3 points on the evening. A chance with a pair of mates to push the lead back out to 3. That's been the largest of the night for ICC. 8 has been the largest for the Bucks. Harper's free throw on its way and good. He's got 4 points for the Indians. Substitution coming in here. This is going to be number 21 re-entering the game. That's Hall. And for the Indians, Winston will re-enter the contest. Those substitutions being brought to you by Little Caesars, located on South Adams Street right here in Fulton. So Harper taking his time at the free throw line. Second free throw is high, arching and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net there for Harper. He will check out, and checking into the contest here for ICC will be Frazier, coming in for the first time this evening. A substitution being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. ICC in a 1-3-1, not a true press, but just kind of make them think about it. And a big three-point basket knocked down there by Pruitt. They like the 3. They shoot it often. They've hit 3 of them. And we're tied at 15 here with 10:55 to go until halftime. ICC with the basketball. This is Winston dribbling it up top. We'll get it back after setting the screen. Now Shelton has switched to a zone defense. Indians are trying to adjust to it. Turnaround jumper is there. Parker with his 4th point. Puts the lead back to 2 for the Indians. Now both these teams, they've kind of settled into the flow of the game. As the first, I'd say 8 minutes of the game was just up and down, relentless pace. But the last 2 minutes or so has been slow, and we've got a foul away from the basketball. And that one's going to be on the big man, Hall. That's going to be his first foul. 4th foul whistled on the Bucks. Coming up on 10 minutes of play here, ICC leading this one 17-15. Davis with the basketball, wants to work it over to Holiday. Davis eventually get it back off the screen from Parker. Back to Holiday, who wants the 3. That one off the back iron, no good in the rebound, and held that time by the Bucks. Shelton wanting to get out and run. Indians get back nicely and force them to reset the offense. Trying to drive inside. That's going to be a foul whistled on Frazier, a hand check foul. So it'll stay Bucks basketball. And they're going to put it on the baseline. Interesting spot to spot the basketball. When the foul was on the right wing, they say the ball goes to the baseline where the Bucks throw it in. Tough defense by the Indians. And now the Bucks with it, 12 seconds on the shot clock, trying to drive baseline. Good switch to help on the defense there by the Indians. Now make it 6 seconds on the shot clock. Now 3. Shot is away, and it's good. Big three-point basket knocked down there by Pruitt. Had something to say to the ICC bench as he hit it. And the lead now flip-flops back to Shelton. Back and forth we go in this one. 18-17 now is the score. 8 points for Pruitt. He's got a pair of 3s in the contest. Parker picks up the dribble, drops it off to Winston. Winston trying to work off a screen, now goes inside, challenges. His layup is good. Winston took a nasty spill on the other end of the floor after the play. Nothing malicious, just the players got tangled up with each other and kind of had a little bit of a rough landing there. ICC ICC up by 1 now. Pretty much anything you can do, I can do better. Back and forth we've gone in this one. Cut to the basket, outside they go. 3-pointer on its way. That one good. We said they like to shoot them. They shoot them often, and they are making them tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers. Here in the first half alone, 21-19 is the score. ICC trailing Shelton. Indians drive inside. Shot is up, no good, but a foul is called. A delayed whistle, and we're starting to see that become a trend or a norm here in basketball, where if the shot falls, they'll say play on. If not, then they'll blow that late whistle with the contact. So basically contact, but not a lot. And so they do come back and award the free throws coming up here to Winston. He's got 7 to lead the way for ICC. Free throw, left it short, no good. First miss from the charity stripe. ICC 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Awaiting the second free throw. And got it. Nice adjustment there. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Winston. He's now got 8 points. And ICC trails it by 1, 21-20. Looking for the backside lob. A little bit too tall, but able to keep it. And great hustle that time by Shelton to keep that ball from going out of bounds. Even at 6'11", would have had to be about another foot taller to go get that one for the jam. Pull-up jumper is off the mark, no good, and ICC with the rebound. And just one of those unfortunate wrong spots, right time there for Jackson, as he's going to be hit with the foul. And it's one of those hustle fouls, not necessarily one you'd be mad at. He's trying to go for the loose ball, and his momentum carried him into the ICC player. And that will be the 16th foul. Jackson will check out of the contest. Checking in will be Hamlet. And that's a substitution being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. And apparently an issue with the shot clock. We'll move it down to 26 seconds. So Winston with the basketball. Wants to dribble around, picks up his dribble, in trouble. Harper for 3. High arching off the mark, no good. Got to follow your shot there as it came right back to Harper. But then the Indians catch a break as that pass over the head of the streaking Shelton player going down the floor. It goes out of bounds, and ICC will get the basketball back. 7:37 to go here in the first half of play. Shelton has led as much as 8. ICC has led as much as 3. The Bucks lead right now 21-20 with 7.5 to go until halftime. Holiday trying to weave his way through traffic, gets his man in the air. Shot is up! Oh, couldn't get it to fall, though. Holiday a little slow to get up that time as that foul whistled on, I believe, Hall. So you got the big man in the air that time. And so this will send Holiday to the free throw line. First free throw, good. He's got 4 points in the contest. Substitutions coming in here for Shelton. Those substitutions being brought to you by Max Home. They got locations here in Fulton and Sulligent, Alabama. They're hiring. Visit maxhome.com. So both those free throw falls for Holiday. ICC bounces back to take a 1-point lead. Didn't last long as there's another three-pointer knocked down by the Bucks. Derrick makes that one. He's got 5 now. The lead to 2. They've got 6 threes so far here. And there's an answer on the other end. Frazier answers the 3 and a timeout taken. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. Back and forth we go on this one. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the timeout, 6:53 to go here until halftime. ICC is retaking the lead, 25-24. Both these teams have combined for 10 three-pointers so far here in the first half. 6 for Shelton, 4 for ICC. Bucks with the basketball, working against a man-to-man defense out of the Indians. We said ICC will throw a lot of different looks at you. A baseline fadeaway jumper is off the mark, no good. Maybe even partially blocked that time by Holiday. Winston with the basketball, wanting to drive inside, kicks it out. Three-pointer, big if it goes. Yes! Count the basket, but we've got a foul after the shot. So Holiday gets the three. And the foul whistled on Fox, so the shot does count. So ICC with their biggest lead of the night now at 4, 28-24. The foul was on after the shot on Fox. And that's going to be his first foul, team third. Three-pointer on the other end. That one off the mark, no good. Nothing but white shirts in the paint to rip the board there. That was Winston with the rebound. ICC with the basketball now. Winston with it back up top, back over to Holiday. Basically a game of catch between Winston and Holiday. Winston now wanting to drive inside. Beats his defender, puts the shot up, and no good, but there's a foul on the way to the basket. And so Winston will go back to the free throw line. He's got 8 points. He and Pruitt of Shelton lead all scorers on the evening. Also 8 points for Holiday of ICC as well. So Winston a chance to get into double digits here with a pair of makes. First free throw, good. 9 points now for the sophomore out of Yazoo City. Second free throw good as well. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 3 straight free throws made there. He's 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. And ICC with their largest lead of the night now at 6. Shelton with the basketball, working against the man-to-man defense out of the Indians. 5:45 to go here until halftime. 30-24, ICC with the lead. But there's another three-pointer knocked down there. That was Hamlet with the three. And they've now got 7 three-pointers to ICC's 5. 30-27, ICC with the lead. Nice. Holiday. I was going to say nice pass, but an even nicer finish there for Holiday with some authority. Shot is up, no good. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. As Holiday, I didn't know he had the hops in him, goes up and just gets nasty and posterizes the young man from Shelton. We're going to look at it one more time. I'll tell you how the free throws go here for Larkin. His first is up and good for Larkin. He's now got 6 points. There's you a What a Play Wednesday nominee for sure for Holiday. First free throw good for Larkin. Second free throw follows suit. Don't imagine this to be a bad free throw shooting team considering how well they shoot the three. They've got 7 three-pointers here in the first half. ICC, they've got 5 of their own. So the Indians with the basketball now. They lead this one 32-29. Inside 5 minutes to go until halftime. Winston with the basketball now. Dribbles over onto the right wing. Surveys the defense, drops it over to Harper. Harper up top to Fox. Gets it back to Winston. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Holiday for 3. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound being fought for, slapped out of bounds. Last touched by Shelton. Lady Indians drop a 70-58 decision in the first game. ICC trying to bounce back and earn a split here this evening in the final home game of the 2025 half of the season. Both teams will be on the road to finish out the year, and it'll be early January before they come back home. Winston spins, jumper, no. Rebound lost and nearly out of bounds. Good job to react, able to get that one back there for the Bucks. Shelton with the basketball. Works it around the perimeter. You can't really give them a whole lot of room from beyond the arch, and that's why. They will make you pay if you give them any type of room. 8 three-pointers. We're tied at 32 now with 4:05 to go in the first half. And there's a turnover and taken away. Little skip step, no, rebound, tipped around and out of bounds, last touch by the Indians. Well, that's one of those you have got to get that layup to go if you're Shelton. Indians' good transition defense was looking like they were going to try to get physical on the layup attempt, but instead kind of just moved out of the way, made him lose his balance and missed the shot. ICC couldn't get the rebound, but they do slap it out of bounds. That shot is up, no good, but that's going to be a foul on Harper. Good job that time by Larkin to get deep in the paint and just went up strong that time, drew the contact, and will go to the line to shoot two. So this is Larkin to the free throw line. And again, knocks them down 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. As we said, this is a team that can shoot the three. Matter of fact, they've made more threes than they have twos in the contest. They've made two two-pointers, 3 free throws, and the rest have been threes out of their total 33 points so far. And that one goes as well. 4 for 4 from the free throw line is Larkin. He has taken all the free throws for Shelton so far in the contest. Shelton State tried to come out in the press. ICC, 2 passes, no problem getting it to the front court. 3:40 and counting here until halftime. Invite you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll take a look at some first half highlights and more. Beautiful pass, but just couldn't finish. Tough break there as Johnson got a good look. Just couldn't get that one to fall. So they didn't get the layup, so now they're going to back it back out. You know, this Shelton team, and of course I probably don't want to say this with them being from the Tuscaloosa area, reminds me a lot of the 1990 Kentucky Wildcats, where it was either a 3 or a layup was all they ever shot. And so far tonight it's worked well as they have got 8 3-pointers. As Fox tried to go up and posterize somebody but lost the ball on the way up, and Shelton dodges a big-time bullet there. 3-pointer on its way. That one left short, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Winston will find it. Of course, Kentucky had a lot of success in the 90s with that style of play. And really, truly, it's been adopted more now. Kind of just probability style of basketball and the way teams play. As there's a 3-pointer. It's good. Holiday with his 3rd 3-pointer of the night. He's got 13 to lead ICC. And the Indians retake the lead. 3 on the other end. That one good. You get a 3, you get a 3, you get a 3. Everybody gets a 3-pointer tonight. 2nd of the night for Larkin. And that is the 9th of the game. And we haven't even played. We still got 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Davis thought about the pull-up jumper. Was able to pass it away before traveling. Now gets it back. Davis calling for a screen. Gets it. Thought about the 3. Nothing there. Now inside to Fox. Gets it back. Baseline jumper. Good. And a timeout's going to be taken here by the Indians. Full timeout on the floor. We're going to take the timeout with them. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:40 to go here. 37-37 is your score. These two teams have combined for 15 3-pointers here in the first half. 37-37 is your score. And that's going to be a foul on the Indians. And so it'll be Shelton ball on the sideline. Next foul will put the Bucks at the charity stripe. 1:31 to go here. As Shelton State and ICC in a good one. Back and forth, much like the women's game was for the majority of it. ICC trailed by double digits, was able to get it down to 8. But then just free throws down the stretch made by Shelton was able to seal the deal on that victory. Three-pointer, that one good. My goodness. That is the 10th three-pointer of the game for Shelton. 40-37 is the score. Indians with the basketball now. Winston with it. Calling for a screen. Good switch off the screen that time by the Bucks. That finger roll shot is up and no good. Inside a minute to go now. Shelton State, who has led as much as 8 in this contest, puts up the 3. That one off the mark, no good. A rare miss from beyond the arch. Can't blame them for putting that one up, as they have been red hot already, connecting on 10 threes here in the first half. Winston with it. Holiday, he's had the hot hand as well. He drives inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Bucks. Not only has he been hot, he's got 3 3-pointers. Also had a posterizing jam on the play as well. He's got 13 to lead ICC here in the first half. We invite you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report, as we'll have some first half stats, highlights, and more coming your way. Part of that halftime report here from Fulton. Davis with the basketball, picks up his dribble, in trouble. Over to Jackson now, back up top to Winston. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Winston calling for a screen. Bucks switch off of it. Winston tries to spin. Shot is up and good. Winston gets that one to fall somehow. He's got 12. Back on the other end. Shot denied. Shelton fans wanted a a goaltending call, but did not get it. And my, oh my, we have got a good one going here, folks. 40-39 is your score in a three-point shooting clinic here in Fulton. We'll take a break and be back with the Little Caesars halftime report right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the half. 40-39. Shelton with the lead in a ball game that has been fun. Both these teams have combined for 16 three-pointers here in the first half alone. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. Of course, these stats always unofficial. You can visit letsgoicc.com to get those official stats the next day. Let's start with Shelton. I've got Derek with 5 points. He's got a 3. Perkins with 3 points. He's got a 3. Hamlet with 3 points. Guess what? He's got a 3. Anderson Wilkin with 3 points. Yep, he's got a 3 as well. Pruitt with 11. He's got 3 3-pointers. Larkin with 12. He's got 2 3-pointers. And McCants with 3. You guessed it. He's got a 3-pointer as well. For ICC is Frazier. He's got 3 points. Need I need to say it? He's got a 3-pointer. Davis with 2. You've got Winston with 12. He's got 1 3-pointer. Holiday with 13. He's got 3 3-pointers. You've got Harper with 5. He's also got a 3-pointer. And then Parker with 4. And that rounds out your stats here for the first half. As we said, 10 3-pointers in the first half for Shelton and 6 in the first half for the Indians, as this ball game has just been nip and tuck. It was a quick 8-0 lead built by the Bucks. ICC was able to take as much as a 6-point lead. But as you can see, folks, no lead's going to be a safe one tonight until that final buzzer sounds. There's a big-time jam that got the ICC fans fired up just before halftime. We're 6 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza. I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just moments away from the start of the second half here. ICC trailing at 40-39 to Shelton State. Both teams combined for 16 three-pointers in the first half. 10 for Shelton, 6 for ICC. Did some research during the halftime. The most three-pointers hit in the game by ICC was back in 2024 when they hit 14 as a team against Marion. And it was Fred Cleveland Jr. who has the most three-pointers in a game with 7. As there's a shot up and in good for Davis. He had 7 back in 2022 against Colin. Those are modern-day stats, by the way, as our stats only go back, I believe, to 2012 season, possibly. As ICC will retake the lead after that jumper made that time by Davis. ICC in white and Shelton in their road black uniforms. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians dropped a tough one to the number 13 team in the country, 70-58, but don't let that final score difference make it look like it's a little bit more than it was, as Shelton, as good teams do, was able to hit free throws down the stretch and pull away for the win. It was about an 8-point ball game with just under a minute left to play. So Shelton with it, and then just too tall, as that one will go out of bounds and will head back to the Indians. This is the final home game of the 2025 half of the season. Both teams will be back in early January to start the season. I believe the Indians actually will be back, on January the 5th, possibly. As that ball goes out of bounds, so ICC will just give it right back. The Indians will go on the road at Bishop State to wrap up this second half of the year. I was trying to figure out where Bishop State is. I've talked myself into being in two spots, either in Tennessee or Alabama. As that rebound being fought for by a pair of Indians, it goes out of bounds and will stay with the Bucks on the baseline. 20 seconds on the shot clock. So Shelton with it, trailing by 1, 41-40. And then that time just trying the quick pass, a little bit of miscommunication. And no, one official said it's going to be, nope, he's going to say, I thought he was saying it was last touched by ICC, but instead was just simply saying the ball comes back to him as it was not touched by anybody when it went out of bounds. So a much different start to the second half than what we had in the first half of the contest, with both teams just flying up and down the floor with no regard. As Fox with the basketball, dribbles over now, leaves it off to Harper. Harper skips it over to Davis. Davis eyes, tries, can't buy the three. And the long rebound, though, chased down by the Indians. Davis gets it back, goes inside, and the layup is there. Davis, he's got 6 points. 4 of those coming here in the second half, and ICC pushes the lead out to 3. They've led as much as 6. And then there's a steal by the Indians. Lobs it up, and the layup is there. And Shelton needs a timeout as Winston collects point number 14. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 45-40 ICC with the lead here, early goings of this second half. And as we saw in the first half, no lead is a safe lead. Shelton hit 10 three-pointers in the first half alone. ICC answered with 6 of their own. As the Bucks go in, and nice control. Bumped a couple of times, was able to control himself as he went to the basket. That was Hamlet with his 5th point of the night. 45-42 now. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Davis goes inside, and he's going to be fouled. That was either going to be a foul or a travel, as he took too many extra steps that time underneath the basket. And so Indians ball on the baseline. This is Winston with it now. Spins in the paint, had it stripped away, gets it back. Into the corner they go with it. Up and under, shot is on its way, and it is good. Big basket knocked down that time by Davis. As that shot put up and good on the other end that time. Got my buddy Cam coming by and a couple of his friends. He was trying to steal my pen. As there's a 3 on its way. That one off the back iron, no good. Another offensive rebound, put back, no, but count the basket. Goaltending, easy call there. So give Johnson credit for the basket. And so ICC up in this one, 49-44. 16:45 left to go in this one. Drive inside, and that's going to be a bumping foul called on the Indians. Well, as we said, this game has taken on a total about face from the first half, as it was just almost helter-skelter-like at times with both these teams trying to get up and down the floor. But you can tell the coaches have made their adjustments here at halftime and more value the basketball style of play, if you will, on each possession down the floor. Inside they go, trying to go to the big man, 6'11". Turns in the paint, shot is up, left short, no good. Offensive rebound is there. Nice job by Larkin. Been extremely impressed with him tonight. He's got 14 points. He and Winston leading all scorers in the contest. 49-46, 16:20 to go here in the second half of play. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Winston with it, wanting to work off a screen, puts it into the corner now. Johnson swings it back up top to DJ Davis. Davis, ball fakes, gets room, jumper from the key, rattles around, no, but there's the tip by Fox. Nice job by Fox cleaning things up there, his first points of the night. He has been more of a factor on the boards for the Indians versus scoring. 51-46, ICC with the lead. Shelton for three from the corner, yes! Knocks that one down. As that was 0. Derek with it. 51-49 now is the score. Winston drives inside. His shot is there. Anything you can do, I can do better. Back and forth we go in this one. Winston now with 16 points. 53-49, ICC with the lead. Coming up on 15 minutes to play here in the second half. Shelton with the basketball, working around the perimeter quickly from left to right side of the floor. Trying to drive inside, a little Euro step, lost the basketball, and Davis will come away with it, looking to get in the open floor, trying to get by the defender. Good job of moving his feet, staying in front of Davis, forcing him to back it back out and reset the offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock here for the Indians. Winston, he's had the hot hand, as we mentioned. He's got 16 points. Fox will drop it off to him. Winston steps back for the three on its way. Good! Winston knocks down the three, his second of the night, 7th of the evening for ICC. Quick three on the other end. It's good! As that one was knocked down by number 5. That is Anderson Wilkin. He's got 2 3-pointers of the night, 12th as a team for Shelton State. Coming up on 14 minutes to play in this one, ICC up 56-52. Trying to trap on the wing with Johnson at the basketball, then he just throws it away. A little frustration that nobody was coming to him to get it. And the big man, did he make it? That was an awkward-looking dunk. It almost looked like he left it short underneath the basket, but the official says he did throw it down that time for Hall. His first points of the night. As I said, that one almost looked like he shortchanged it as the ball's going to go out of bounds. Could be a travel call, but Fox was out of bounds when he touched it. Either way it goes, it would have been a turnover, giving the ball back to Shelton. So now Shelton a chance to tie it with a 2, or as they like to do, take the lead with a 3. Cooper Wood is checked into the game here for ICC. It's a substitution being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07, and they will not meet for the rest of the year, so we only got a couple of weeks left in school, but next year they do encourage you to come out and be a part of the ICC BSU. 3-pointer on its way. That one way off the mark as he had to just throw that one up there as the shot clock was expiring. Winston with the basketball. He wants to pull up for a 3. It's good. Winston unconscious here in this one as he hits his second straight 3. It's a big one. Timeout taken by the Indians. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things. Bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back as we're reset out of the timeout. 13-16 to play here. ICC 59, Shelton State 54 in a ball game that has been back and forth throughout. Winston with 22 points to lead all scorers in the contest for ICC. Larkin with 14 to lead all scorers for Shelton State. Shelton moving right to left on your screen for those listening here on Super Talk 101.9 FM. Long 3-pointers off the mark, no good, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Larkin. Nice ball moving around the perimeter, trying to drive baseline, taken away by the Indians. Now Shelton State gets it back, drives inside, floater in the paint is up and good. Roberts, his first points of the night, makes it a 59-56 contest. ICC leading by 3 with 12:40 to go. Harper with the basketball, back to Winston. Got to get it to Winston. Just give him a heat check. As he drives inside, scoop shot is up. Tons of contact, no foul call. Coach Wilson begging and pleading for the call there. Just did not get it, so Shelton gets away with one on that end. Shot is up, no good, and it's going to be IC stepped out of bounds. It'll be Shelton basketball on the baseline. Thought they were going to get Shelton with the push on the rebound, but instead said he stepped out of bounds as he grabbed it before the push. Pair of substitutions coming in the game here. Winston will check out, rightfully so, as Holiday will check in for ICC. Also looks like number 8, Ajero, will check in for Shelton State. Those substitutions being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. And wow, the whistles have all of a sudden gone against the Indians as they're going to call a foul on Cooperwood. Cooper was blocking out. The player from Shelton basically put a saddle on him that time, and Cooperwood kind of just came up with the short end of the stick on the foul call, but it was his first. Second foul on the Indians. Only one had been called so far here on Shelton, and Shelton, man, again, just getting away with murder right now on the floor as he shoved a pair of players out of the way to grab the rebound. Putback was up and was the putback good? As this will be Ajero going to the line, but he shoved a couple of players out of the way, got the rebound, was fouled on the putback. I believe the shot was no good, so the first free throw is good. His first points of the contest. Well, sometimes it be like that, as the kids say. As more substitutions come in here, this is going to be number 13, McCants, coming in. And that substitution being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Second free throw good for Ajero. He's got 2. 59-58. ICC leading by 1, but Lady Mo starting to shift the way of Shelton State. Indians got to get it across, and they just do with about a second and a half to spare. This is Davis with the basketball, drops it off to Cooperwood. Cooperwood looking to go inside, but nothing there. Davis goes back and gets the basketball. Now he wants to drive underneath. Drops it off. Long two-pointer on its way for the Indians. Well off the mark, no good. Nothing but green shirts underneath to grab that rebound. Now here comes Shelton on the other end. That shot is up, no good. And the rebound tipped out. Tip. Still being tipped. And finally, DJ Davis will chase it down. That ball refused to go anybody that was not DJ Davis that time. As he brings the ball back to midcourt to reset the offense with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock here for the Indians. 59-58 is the score with 11 minutes and 5 seconds to play. Harper drives inside, losing the handle of the basketball, and there's a break for the Indians as that ball was not touched by Shelton State. The official that was blocked from the view of the play called it out of bounds. The official that was right next to the call just turned his back to the play and didn't even look at the other official that was trying to get some help on the play. That jumper rattles in good. Johnson with his fourth point of the contest. Lead back to 3 now, 61-58 with 10:50 to go here in the contest. ICC leading over Shelton State. As we said, Shelton likes to light it up from outside. ICC has tried to adjust defensively. They've done a good job of that, but that time the loose ball ends up back in the hands of Shelton State after that missed 3. Calling for a screen, jab step, now tries to go underneath. Just gets the pass in front of the outstretched hands of the defender, and Jackson gets the layup. Makes it a 1-point contest, 61-60. 10:15 to go here in the contest. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Fox puts it into the corner to Johnson. Johnson dribbles back up top. And now this is Davis with the basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Davis, pull-up jumper, fade away, no good. Rebound being tipped around, and Shelton comes away with the loose ball. The Bucks put it into the corner. Thought about the 3, just took his eye off the prize that time to see where his footing was, and then loses the basketball out of bounds. Big-time break there for the Indians. As substitutions coming in here for both teams. Back on the floor for ICC is going to be Winston, as he will replace Harper. And coming on the floor for Shelton is going to be number 8. Number 8 was already in. It's number 11. Jackson re-entering the contest. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. They meet on Tuesday nights, and they're located right across the street from us here at the Davis Event Center. Nice extra pass, and the layup is good. Johnson with it. Fox lost the handle on it. Good job by Johnson to come back and follow it and get the shot to go. Anything you can do, I can do better. Three-pointer left short, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Winston. Well, that is one thing that can count against you if you're a three-point shooting team. The deeper you get in the contest, as there's a three-pointer off the mark. Fox with the rebound. Put back is up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Johnson finds it and kicks it back out to Winston. To finish my thought, if you're a three-point shooting team, the first thing that starts to go is your legs and your jumpers, and you start seeing those shots coming up short. That's been the case here. Winston with the finish, 24 points for Winston in the contest, and the lead now to 5, 65-60. Three-pointer, that one left short, no good, and we're starting to see those shots come up short as he wanted to put the dunk back that time, but a foul on the Indians not going to let him do so. And so a pair of free throws coming up here for Ajero. That is the fourth foul whistle on the Indians. One have been called so far on Shelton. 8:34 to go here in the contest. ICC up 65-60. First free throw, good. That one kind of rattled around and fell for Ajero. He's got 3 points, all 3 from the charity stripe, as he's been perfect on the evening from the free throw line. So 8:34 to go. Ajero's second free throw. That one much better that time as it just slips through the front rim and falls. He will check out, and checking in will be Hall wearing number 21. That substitution being brought to you by the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, along with your Itawamba County State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. Stolen away and blocked from behind. Big time play there by Winston. What has this kid not done tonight? He's got 24 points, blocks the shot on what would have been an easy layup to make it a one-point contest. Instead, the Indians now get it back on the other end with 15 seconds on the shot clock and 8 minutes to play, leading 65-62, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on the Bucks. Second foul, so they still got a little bit of distance to go before putting the ICC on the free throw line. Indians ball on the far side of the floor. Inbounds it to Davis. Indians look like they want to be a little bit more methodical offensively to work some clock here. Leading by 3 with 7:54 to go in the contest. This is Davis, picks up his dribble in trouble. Now works it up top. Frazier. 1 second, going to have to put up a deep NBA range 3. The shot was no good, and a shot clock violation. Great defense on the part of Shelton that time to get the ball back. 7:40 to play. ICC 65, Shelton State 62. In a ball game that has been back and forth throughout the evening, ICC has led as much as 6. Shelton led early by 8. And there's a steal by the Indians. Going to try to go down the other end. Shot is up, no good. But there's a foul and a hard landing there, as that was Johnson who went into the protective padding below. A great show of sportsmanship. I've talked about the play of Larkin tonight. Larkin was one of the first guys there to make sure that Johnson was okay, went to offer to help pick him up as he committed the foul. Listen, I've said it before, ICC fans will hear this. Shelton, I know you don't watch that often. Me being a Pistons fan, I'm not upset with that foul. It was nothing malicious. It was a hard foul to make him earn it from the free throw line, and good to see that Johnson is able to get up and go to take these free throws. Free throws could be the difference in the ball game of this one. 7:25 to play. First one for the Johnson is off the mark. No good. His first free throws of the night. He's got 6 points. Winston checks back in the game as Davis will check out. Second free throw, bouncing front iron, but falls. 7 now for Johnson. All 7 of those points coming here in the second half. 66-62. ICC with the lead. Shelton State with the basketball. Indians falling back in a zone defense. Nice extra pass, layup, no good. A lot of contact, but no foul call. And the officials let them play on the other end, and this time they do have to call the foul, count the basket. Well, they let ICC get aggressive and bump him on the first shot. Then they let Shelton get aggressive on the loose ball. Jackson took advantage, gets the layup to fall, and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. And so this will get Johnson out of the game, and this will be Fox checking back in for ICC. Substitution being brought to you by your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance agent, Brandon Poland. Jackson to the line here, and he will connect on the three-point play the old-fashioned way. So after hitting 10 threes in the first half, they've only hit 2 here in the second half. Such has been the case for ICC with 7 minutes left to play in this one. ICC up 66-65. Fox back up top to Winston. He's been the man tonight for ICC, scoring 24 so far in the contest. Great defense here. Now Winston goes inside, hangs in the paint. Shot is up, no good. Just bounced around and would not fall that time for the sophomore. And now a chance for Shelton to take the lead for the first time in quite a while here. Still a lot of time to play in this one. Inside 6.5 to go here in the second half. ICC 66, Shelton State 65. Bucks with it now. Drive inside the paint. Shot is up. Extra pass, and the layup is there. Was able to muscle it in. And a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here for Hall. He tried to throw it down. Didn't get the dunk, but still had enough power to get the ball to just rattle home after taking a hard foul there from Fox. And that's Fox's fourth. We said they hadn't hit many threes here, but they've had back-to-back chances at three-point plays the old-fashioned way, and they convert. So those are just as good as three-pointers, as that's now the 5th point of the game. And Shelton has rallied now to take a 68-66 lead here with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Harper with the basketball. A change in defense for Shelton has really caused ICC some issues. Drive inside, tons of contact. Winston gets the layup, and a timeout taken here by the Indians. 26 points from Winston. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled me over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 68-68 is the score. ICC and Shelton State here, the final home game of the 2025 half of the season. I'm Adam Gore. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in this evening to watch this ball game. It has been a great one. So Shelton will have the basketball. They battle back to retake the lead momentarily, but ICC was able to tie it back up on the 26th point of the game for Winston. So Shelton with the basketball, working around the perimeter, trying to drive inside, use that extra skip pass to see if they can get ICC over pursuing defensively. Three-pointer on its way, good. Big three-point basket knocked down there. That's Hamlet with the three. He's got 8. That's 13 three-pointers in the game now for Snead. They switched to a 1-3-1 style defense. ICC has struggled with it at times. They want to answer the three on the other end. That one off the mark, no good. And we've got a foul underneath. That's going to be a technical foul afterwards as Fox gets called for a push in the back, and that's going to be his 5th foul, a technical foul for spiking the basketball. And just one of those coaching opportunities there for the freshman out of Chattahoochee, Georgia. As the officials are going to meet at midcourt to talk this one over here. 71-68 is the score. And so that will do it on the night for Fox. A little frustrating night for him. And so it'll be free throws coming up here for Derek on the technical. And that free throw is good. He's got 9. This could be a big swinging point of the ball game here. It was a 3-point game. Now it's 5. And then a timeout taken here on the floor as ICC needs to regroup and refocus, as that was the 5th foul of the game whistled on Fox. And there was a technical foul as well, so that gave them the free throws. It makes it a 73-68 score. Let's take the timeout and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 5:20 to play here. 73-68. Shelton with the lead and the basketball after making a pair of free throws on that technical foul for spiking the basketball after the foul was called on the other end by the Indians. So this could be a huge swing of momentum here for the Bucks if they can come away with the basket on this trip down the floor. Shelton inside, kicks it out, nearly turns it over. Is able to keep it this time. ICC some tough defense. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Ball fake. 3 seconds. Three-pointers on its way off the mark. No good. And the rebound chased down by the Indians. Great defense there by the Indians not to allow them to get the shot, a good-looking shot off that time. It was a forced deep 3 with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Now ICC needs to answer on the other end, trailing by 5. Winston picks up his dribble, in trouble. Now back up top. And ICC is going to reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harper with it, wanting to drive. Now kicks it out. Three-pointer from the wing is off the mark, no good. Beautiful block out underneath that time, as it was Larkin who came away with the rebound. Big stop there by Shelton. 4:14 to play now, 73-68. Bucks with the lead and the basketball. Beautiful backdoor pass. Layup is good. Caught ICC asleep on defense. And a big basket there, as that's the 10th of the ball game by Hamlet. 75-68 now is the lead. Indians need a basket in a big way. Three-pointer on its way, no good, but a late foul call. And it's one of those where if the shot falls, they're not going to call it. If it doesn't, because he did make contact as the shot was being delivered. And so this will send Winston to the free throw line to shoot 3. That foul whistled on number 3, Hamlet. That's going to be his first, team 4th foul. ICC has been hit with 8 fouls, so the Bucks will be shooting bonus free throws for the rest of the way out. First free throw, rattles in and out, no good. 26 points for the sophomore out of Yazoo City, Demarion Winston. He's got 2 more free throws coming up here. Second one is good. He's now got 27. If you're wondering what a modern-day record for points in a game, Brian Halem's 41. As it will take a special night to reach those numbers. Of course, when we say that, that's modern-day record dating back to possibly 2012. Third free throw, no good, but Winston with the rebound. Three-pointer on its way. That one blocked Big time block there by Shelton. Well, that could have been a 4-point swing for the Indians. It would have been huge, but a big time defensive effort. I believe that was Jackson who got that block on the three-pointer by the Indians. Inside they go. Big man up and under. Shot is on its way. No good, but a foul. And right now you're starting to see that old school San Antonio style defense where each possession is going to go through the paint. Each trip down the floor. My goodness, I've forgotten how to talk all of a sudden. As this will send Hall to the free throw line where he is 1 of 1 this evening. Well, much like the women's game, a chance for the Bucks to put this one away if they can stay hot from the charity stripe. 2 for 2 this evening from the line is Hall. He's got 6. 76-69 with 3:24 to go here in the contest. Second free throw, and it's no good, and the rebound to Harper. Big miss. ICC's got to have a basket this trip down the floor, and they got to get it down the floor, and then there's going to be a foul on the trap as the Indians are kind of just hanging out, looking for someone to move, and everybody kind of expected somebody else to move in that situation. And so bailed out with a foul there at midcourt. 5th foul whistled on the Bucks. 2 more before the foul, or excuse me, 2 more before ICC will be going to the free throw line. 3:15 to go here. ICC trailing 76-69. This 1-3-1 trapping style defense is giving the Indians fits as there's a steal and then somehow ends up in the hands of Harper. Harper skips shot. Shot is good. Harper found a way to get the basketball there. He's got 7. His first basket here in the second half. 76-71, ICC trailing by 5 with 2:45 to play. Still a lot of time left in this one, but the Indians have got to find a stop here. You imagine the Bucks are going to try to continue to go through Hall in this situation. Instead, they step back for a 3. That one good. Why not? Larkin buries that one. He's got 17. And that is the 14th three-pointer of the night for the Bucks. And it's 79-71, matching the largest lead of the night here. As there's a three-pointer on the other end by the Indians. It's bouncing around, no good, and nothing but green shirts in the paint to rip the rebound. It was Larkin getting that one as well. You got to think Larkin probably, if not already, got a double-double. He's flirting with one in this one. Big trip down the floor here for the Indians. Don't want to go behind double digits as we're now inside 2 minutes to play. Into the corner they go. They dribble up, trying to challenge the basket here. Derek's jumper's on its way. Good. Nice job being patient. Thought about the 3, opted against it. He's now got 12, and the lead now is 10. Largest of the night for the Bucks with 1:45 to play. And then nearly picked the pocket there, and that's going to be an extremely weak technical foul called on Jackson. A very questionable call. Jackson thought he had the steal, basically clapping his hands in frustration, didn't do anything whatsoever to show up the official. And look, this is the ICC commentator taking up for that young man Jackson of Shelton State. That was weak as water. Technical foul call there. So a break for the Indians as Harper will head to the free throw line to shoot these free throws. 1:44 left to play. Can the Indians dig up a miracle here in Fulton? First free throw is good for Harper. He's now got 8. Man, oh man. That was extremely just, I don't call it in that situation. Second free throw good as well for Harper. Now it should be a 1+1 opportunity here for the Indians, as that was the 7th foul whistled. And this should send Winston to the free throw line. So, yeah, if there's anybody from Shelton watching, tell Jackson I agree with him. There was absolutely no sense of that technical foul call, but ICC takes advantage. Winston to the line. First free throw is good for point number 28. (81-74). Second free throw, got them both. Big makes there. That's a 4-point swing for the Indians. 29 points now. for Winston. Bucks with it, backdoor lob, and that might have dotted the I's and crossed the T's there as the big man throws it down for his 8th point of the night there. Beautiful job breaking the press. Three-pointer on its way. It's no good. Tip is not there, and there's the big man on the other end. And a foul called on the Indians after the rebound. 83-75. Some of the fans starting to get up and head for the door after that alley-oop jam gets it the lead back to the Bucks with 1:24 left to play, and this is Hall to the free throw line. So Hall to the line, a chance to enter double digits here with a pair of makes. First free throw is good. He's got 9 on the evening. ICC sending in Harper and Holiday. Holiday, 13 points in the first half, is yet to score in the second half. Second free throw, that one left short, no good, and Harper with the rebound. ICC's got to hurry. Trailing this one 84-75 with 1:15 to play. Can't be too picky and choosy here, just got to get some points. Winston fires up a deep three, it's no good, and the rebound had been then lost, but then saved in bounds by the Bucks. Well, that will probably do it right there. The Bucks will be able to dribble the air out of the basketball here, play a little game of keep away, and just put something up with about 5 or 10 seconds left on the shot clock. That's what they're trying to do here is they just pass it around. ICC not coming out to foul. Pretty much just tipping their cap and saying job well done as the shot clock now down to 5. Three-pointer, ball fake, drives inside, and the shot is up, and count the basket as the foul on the Indians with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. And Derek no, it was not Derek. It was number 11, Jackson. He's played well down the stretch. Has come up with 7 crucial points, or at least 5 crucial points to help the Bucks get the lead as that free throw is off the mark, no good. Couldn't convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 86-75. Indians with it. Harper step back, just chunks up a 3. That one halfway down, no good, and that'll do it. 1 second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. 86-75 is the lead here as the Bucks will just come to midcourt, dribble it out. ICC extending the defense. As just going to watch the shot clock run down here. Probably take a shot clock violation or maybe just try to drive to the basket. We'll see what they elect to do. 10 seconds now on the shot clock, as we said. Just slight difference between the two, about a second and a half. So they're going to dribble to midcourt, 4 seconds. And ICC is just going to let them dribble it out. They'll toss it to the side with 9/10 of a second. And there's still time to play in this one, as ICC will just have to lob this one in. With 9/10 of a second, they'll throw it in, and that's all it do. Final score in this one, 86-75. The Bucks rally to pick up the win late here in Fulton. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report and be back with more right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Final score in this one, ICC falls 86-75 to Shelton as the Bucks complete the sweep this evening here in Fulton. As the Lady Bucks win 70-58 in the first game. And we want to wish the best of luck to Shelton State as they go throughout the rest of the year. For those Shelton fans that may be watching, you've got 2 good basketball teams. You need to get out and support when they're at home this season down in Tuscaloosa. Again, best of luck to them this season as they continue on the 2026 half of the season. Take a look at some final stats here, and let's start with the Bucks as they move to 9-2 on the season. Impressive, folks. They can shoot the 3. They had 10 of those in the first half. They finished with a total of 14 as a team. 12 points for Derek, 3 points for Perkins, 10 points for Hamlet, 6 points for Wilkin, 11 for Pruitt. Larkin was very impressed with his play. You got to think he had a double-double tonight. He had 17 points. Ajero had 4 points, all from the free throw line. Jackson was 7. Roberts with 2, McCants with 3. Hall, who was quiet in the first half, finished with 9 points in the second half there to round out the scoring for the Bucks. For the Indians, it was Frazier with 3 points, Davis with 8, 29 points for Winston. Holiday had 13 points, all of those in the second half. The Bucks shut him down in the second half. You had Harper with 9 points, 7 points for Johnson, all coming in the second half. You had Parker with 4 and Fox with 2. That's going to round out your scoring here this evening, as we still got a little bit of meat left on the bone here as well. We got to pick our Samstown Market star of the game. That star is easily going to be handed to Demarion Winston. 29 points for the sophomore this evening, but unfortunately in a losing effort for the Indians as they fall to 6-5. They'll head to Bishop State to wrap up the 25 half of the season and be back home against the college. There's some Christian college, something another out of Tennessee to start the second half of the year. I believe that's going to be on January the 3rd. Well, that's going to do it for the 2025 half of the season, our final broadcast of 2025. Hope you guys have had a blessed year. Hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and much, much more. Here's to a great 2026 for all those that have tuned in this evening. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.